Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here today to do June favorites. And I feel like I'm not too late on this, just a couple of days. So we're good to go. Now, if you are not aware, I need to put my phone over here. It's going to be doing that a lot. If you're not aware, I'm currently on a no-buy and that's going to end at the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but the early access isn't until July 12th. So I have been going about 4 weeks now on a no-buy. So June has been a rediscovery month for me. I have been dipping into things that I currently had or already had, and I haven't been sticking with a lot of the same things because I've just been so excited about getting into things that I have. So I've been changing it up a lot. All that to say, I don't have a ton of makeup favorites, but I have a lot of hair, which isn't really normal for me. And you can't tell it today because I'm going on like 4th day. It's not curled. It's currently like 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't even have my ring on. Like, I'm a little out of it today. But let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to do a little bit of the makeup, or all of the makeup first, and then I will jump into hair, and then I have one food product. So let's go ahead and see what I was loving in the month of June. So I'm going to start off with the one thing that I purchased right before I started my no-buy, and it came in after my no-buy started. So this is one thing that is newer and that I have been using pretty much all month. And this is the Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in Gold Dust. So this is the new glow bronzers that came out in the Soleil collection this year. This is the smaller packaging. Y'all, this is absurdly expensive. I am not going to try to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try to twist it in any other way. This sucker is expensive, but it's also very, very, very good. Now, I'm not also going to say that it is better than every other bronzer I have, so I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a $70 bronzer this size, but I'm just being honest that it has been a favorite this month. I love the color of this. I have the Ultimate bronzer, but it is in Terra, and I have to really work with that formula. This one is much more powdery. It does have a lot more kick up too, but it just goes on more like a traditional bronzer. I have it on today, but the color is so perfect for me for summer. The application is pretty much flawless. Like, I don't even really feel like I need to look in a mirror when I do it. I just feel like it works out every single time, and it just gives that perfect summer glow. I've just been loving it. I almost didn't want to talk about it because I do know how expensive it is, but I also know how a lot of y'all love Tom Ford. And I was fervently searching for reviews and swatches of this before I decided to purchase it to, decide whether or not I was going to drop the money on it. But I am actually very glad I did. This one I've had for a couple of months now, and I meant to talk about it in May's favorites, and I just forgot. This is a purchase influenced by Lisa J Makeup. I know all of y'all that follow me follow her. She's amazing. Love her. Sweet as can be. But I think she did a partnership with Ulta on her Instagram, and she did a few pictures using products, and this is one of those products, and it's the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Pressed Powder. So it's just a white powder, but she was talking about how much she loved it. I have been wanting to try this for years. I always see it and I'm like, I need to try that. And then I'm like, no, I'm good. I need to try that. No, I'm good. So I finally was like, look, I'm going to try it. And I'm so glad I did. Now, I will say this is a very hard pressed powder. It's one of those ones you can like really swatch. I mean, obviously it came out on my skin right there. It is white, very white. It blends out nicely, but if you have like dark to deep skin or deep to dark skin, I don't think this will work on you. I can't say for sure. I'm just saying I feel like it would maybe leave a little bit of a white cast. On me, I use it very sparingly with a big fluffy brush, and I don't have an issue. I also have this on today. I mixed the Tom Ford stick and the Westman Atelier stick foundation as my foundation, and I have it to set that. What I have found with this and why I love it so much is that it pretty much works with every foundation that I have. It doesn't mattify it so much that it takes away any like pretty luminosity that the foundation might have within itself, but it mattifies it enough to where I don't get too luminous throughout the day. So it's kind of like that perfect middle ground. The only thing I will say I don't like about this, and I really honestly thought it would be a lot worse than it is, but because of the formulation and how hard packed it is, products like this have a tendency to get hard pan And so if you can see, like, it's starting to get that right along this edge, if I can get it to focus. Now again, I thought it was going to be something that would happen like after the first couple of times, because when I put my brush in and apply it, I'm applying it to a, you know, not dry face. I'm not going to say the M word. M-O-I-S-T, face. Hate that word. But because of that, it has a tendency to pick up a little bit of the product that's underneath and transfer it back to the pan. Now, I do try my best to transfer my brush every time I dip into it, but I'm not perfect. And it has, you know, formed some of that product that forms the hard pan on this. Very easily fixed with a spoolie. Just kind of take that top layer off. And again, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I would say that's the only con that I have found so far with this powder, and I've been reaching for it truly all month. Like, I would say probably 75% of the month that I was wearing makeup, I would put this on over the foundation. 2 more makeup items, and this is the blush palette that I have been reaching for all month. I took out my Beautycounter blushes, which y'all know are some of my absolute favorite blushes. These still make the very top spot for the longest lasting blushes I own. They are still on my face at the end of the day. No questions asked. I have so many clients who say the same thing. They've ended up getting them and they're like, I've never had blush stay on my face, but this one stays on my face. So these are all 7 of the blush color options. Now, I say I take this palette out. I had been kind of reaching for 2, really 1 overall, but these 2 right here are the ones that I have been reaching for the most. This is Nectar, which I talk about all the time, and this is Date, which is what I have on my skin today. And this is probably the one that I have reached for the absolute most. This is a matte blush. I love a little bit of luminosity in my blush. Nectar has luminosity in it. But there's something about it. I think because Date is such a pretty, warm, almost bronzy color. Those are the colors right there. That it just melts in so nicely with my bronzer that I'm doing that day and gives such a pretty bronze look. So that's Nectar and that's Date. Again, like, I've just been pulling this out so much this month, and I never regret wearing these because, like I said, they last forever. Now, obviously, I depotted these. They come in individual packaging if you wanted to just buy the one. Okay, last makeup product. Can you tell I'm wearing a bold lip? This never happens. But when Persona Cosmetics sends you new lip products, you're going to try them. And you're going to like them. Because I have never had one that I did not like. And these are the 2 that I have on my lips today. This is their new matte liquid lipstick in the color Phoenix. So they have, let me see if I can pull it out. Oh, here it is. They have Holy Grail, which I've worn before and love. If you put the 2 together, for instance, if you have Holy Grail and you want to see the difference. So this is Holy Grail. And then this is Phoenix. Phoenix is a little bit lighter and it's definitely warmer. I kind of get a little scared with warm tone lipsticks in general because I don't want my teeth to look yellow. I drink enough coffee that handles it on its own. I don't need help from a lipstick. But I don't find that this is too offensive to where I can't wear it. Like, I don't have an issue with the yellow teeth thing. At least I don't think so. Don't tell me if you think I do. But that's it right there. So I also have this on because y'all know I don't do just plain matte lips. Like, it's not my thing. I have to have a gloss on. And this one, I think I use this in my next video coming up. But this is the Persona Gloss. So they came out with glosses. And this was in their first run, I believe. They have a second run that they brought a couple more out. But this is called Peach. I think this was in their first run. Anyhow, you can get it either way. And this is such a gorgeous, opaque, pretty gloss. It's right there. And I just wanted to pair it with this because it has the same kind of warm undertone. It's not so opaque that it took the, you know, the color away from the matte lipstick, but it gave that really pretty gloss to it. Another one I've been loving is Pink. And this is one of their new ones that they came out with. And this one I keep in my purse because, oh, it's just a Mandy color. It's right there. Really pretty, gorgeous pink color. These are, I mean, they're not sticky, but they're thick enough to stay on for a long time and opaque enough to give you color, but not so opaque that it's going to mess up a lipstick underneath. So pretty much it's the perfect gloss. And the matte lipsticks, I believe, have avocado oil in them, which I feel like lends very nicely to not drying your lips out. So really, you can't go wrong with anything Persona, but their lips have really been impressing me lately. Okay, so that is all the makeup that I'm going to talk about. So as most of y'all know, I did get my hair cut in a little bit lighter. Like, she went heavier on the blonde balayage aspect the last time I got my hair done. It's been probably, I don't know, like 3.5 weeks now. But I really like this length. I'm going to try to keep this length up. I'm going to try to keep the color up. But you know, when you leave the salon, your hair looks so good. Like, nothing can ever look as good as when you leave the salon. It just can't. But I was bound and determined to try. So I was asking my hairdresser, you know, what curling iron she used, and she told me, and she said, really, you just need to make sure you have like a 1 inch. Now, I have a 1 inch wand, but I wasn't getting the same effect as she was with the curls that she gave me. So I invested in a curling iron. Now, this is not a cheap curling iron. I'm not saying you have to go out and get it. I love it, so I wanted to show it. But I also know they're coming out with a version of it for the anniversary sale for like almost $100 cheaper. So this is the T3. I think it's, I don't know what the name is. I'm going to put it down on the screen. But this is the T3 curling iron. This is the 1 inch. And this is what I have been using. It is very heavy. It's very sturdy. It's very well made. It has 5 different settings that you click the bottom to get to it. I typically curl my hair on setting 3. It's so thin that it would pretty much fry on anything hotter than that. I mean, it's a curling iron. I'm not going to say this is like out of the world the best curling iron, but I mean, some work for some people, some work for others, and this one just works for me. Now, obviously, I don't have my hair curled today. I did yesterday, and you can see a little bit of the remnants. I have very thin hair, and no matter what curling iron I use, it could be a $7,000 curling iron that works on everybody. My curls will not last throughout the night. So I'm not faulting this curling iron for that. I just didn't have time to curl it this morning. But it does even like leave some texture in my hair, which I love. But Chad loves my hair curled, like loves it. And so I've been trying to do it more often. And honestly, I'd only take like 3 sections on the top on each side and then a couple on the back, and that's all I do. So it takes me maybe 6 minutes to curl my hair in the morning. It's not like it's ruining my day by any means, so I'm trying to do it more, and I'm loving this curling iron. Okay, these are a couple of items that I actually got from my hairstylist. I don't know, I feel like maybe it was like 2 days after my no-buy, but I mean, I don't care. I'm not answering to anybody, and this is hair stuff. I still have not bought any makeup, but I wanted to get this the last time I got my hair done, and I didn't. This is I think they pronounce it Davines. It's Davines, Davines, I'm not sure. But this is the Malou hair shield. So it looks like this. And the reason I wanted to purchase it last time was because she used it on me as my heat protectant before she blew dry my hair. And I was amazed at how it did not weigh my hair down. I have yet, before this, found a heat protectant that did not by the second day make my hair feel, especially back here in the back, super like chunky and heavy and dirty, and I just don't like to wash my hair every day, and so obviously I didn't like to have that feeling, and this does not give me that feeling. I could spray 50 sprays in my hair and it would never feel heavy, so that's why I got it. I got it obviously from her, but I did look it up. You can get it at Barney's, and it's I'm sure you can get it other places too, but it's $37. Now this says it's a heat protecting shield for long or damaged hair. It doesn't matter how long it is, okay? It works. It has lentil seed extract, and that's about all it's saying. Okay, well, it works. So I spray this on my hair when I get out of the shower after I towel dry it, and then I will comb it through, and I just absolutely love it. I do feel like my hair is very nice and protected from the blow dryer and from the curling iron, but again, it does not weigh my hair down. I don't feel like it has an overpowering scent. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about definitely does, but I don't feel like that one does. Okay, this next one is also from Davines, and I can't find it anywhere other than Amazon, and then there's a couple random places, and they seem to be different prices everywhere, so I'm not quite sure. Let me see what it is on the Davines site. $34. So this is the dry texturizer. Oh, okay, this is the name of it. The name of it is, this is a dry texturizer. Okay, this is a dry texturizer, and it is so good, and I'll tell you how I use this. I don't use it like I would a typical like Oribe texturizing spray or something, where I would just put it in my hair, my Living Proof full volume blast, and kind of zhuzh up my hair and give it texture as it's straight. I use it as a hairspray slash texturizer after I've curled my hair, because it does have a nice hold to it, but then I can scrunch up my curls and give those a little bit of texture too, give them more of like a beachy look. This one does have an intense scent to it. I like the scent, but I do think if you are not a fan of scents in your hair products because you don't want it to overpower any perfumes you're wearing, you may not like this. I don't feel like it lingers throughout the day, but I do feel like it lingers for a little bit. But so does the shampoo and conditioner I'm about to tell you about too. So I don't have an issue with that because I think it smells really good. But I love this for a, like I said, a hairspray slash texturizing product. I haven't found one that I like as much. And then finally, I'm going to talk about a new shampoo and conditioner that I have been absolutely loving. I purchased in the Sephora VIB sale the small little travel sizes of the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Apple and Kale Superfood shampoo and conditioner, and I loved it. And since they are sadly discontinuing my oh so favorite Beautycounter volumizing shampoo, I was on the hunt for another full size. So I was set to buy the full sizes of the travel size, the Briogeo, because I liked it and I was out. But then they launched this one, and it is the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Banana and Coconut Nourishing Superfood Shampoo and Conditioner. And there is not a scent I enjoy more in life than coconut, and I don't hate banana either. So I was like, I am going to try this out. So this is more of like a clean line, so it doesn't have any sulfates, silicones, parabens, all that kind of stuff. This stuff is good. I love this stuff. I am back to using conditioner. So if you knew or have followed me or paid attention when I talk about conditioner, for the past year I have not used it. I felt like any conditioner I tried just weighed down my hair. It just didn't work. So I would just try to use a leave-in conditioner and deal with the fact that it made my hair heavy in the back. Now I can use both a conditioner and a leave-in heat protectant and not feel heavy. So I cannot tell you, this smells divine. I will say I'm getting more banana than coconut, but that's okay because it smells like the banana runts. Do you remember those like hard candies, like in the shapes of banana? Oh, I love the smell of those. They're the only runts that I liked. And it reminds me of that. So I love it. But this, honestly, if you have fine, thin hair, I can't speak for thick hair, obviously. If you have fine, thin hair and you have struggled finding something that's going to work, moisturize it, but not make it feel too heavy, I highly recommend this. I've absolutely been loving that shampoo and conditioner. Okay, so the final thing I'm going to talk about, I am not going to go downstairs and get, because my whole house is asleep and I don't want to wake Zeus up either, but I will put up a picture. And I know that I talked about, is a coffee creamer, and I talked about the Coffee Mate plant-based almond and coconut milk coffee creamer in my favorite foods, and I love that. Y'all, sorry, it's Monday morning. The trash trucks are coming through. I still love that coffee creamer, but I was at Target one day, and our super Target, I always love walking through the food section because they always have products that I can never get anywhere else at Publix or Kroger or anything. And so I always like to see if I find anything new. So I was walking through the the refrigerated aisle, and I saw this creamer, and I'm like, oh, that sounds amazing. I'm going to try it. It's the Califia Farms Pecan Caramel Almond Milk Creamer. So again, I will put a picture of it up here. It's in one of those really cool bottles that like they also have just plain almond milk and plain coconut milk and stuff like that come in bigger bottles, which is really good. I have bought those for my smoothies before. So this creamer is different than any other creamer that I have ever tried because it is super thick. So thick, in fact, that the first time I used it, I was afraid it had gone bad. I'm like, oh my goodness, is this bad? But I mean, the date was good. It didn't smell bad, so I used it, and it's just the way the creamer is because I've been through like 4 bottles since then. This is, I'm trying to look up the ingredients. It's almond milk, coconut cream, sugar, sunflower lectin, sea salt, locust bean gum, and gellan gum. Whatever that might not be the best thing, but here's the thing. It's dairy-free, which I'm trying to be. It's only 15 calories for 1 tablespoon and only has 2 sugars. Now, a lot of the other ones, unless you get sugar-free, which then you're just eating a lot of like fake sugar grossness, like please don't do that. have like at least 4 to 5 sugars per tablespoon. So this is cut in half, if not more than that, and it's only 15 calories a tablespoon. I really think a tablespoon is all you need, unless you're someone that likes a little bit of coffee with your creamer, and then you can put a little bit more in, but it just has the best taste, and it makes your coffee so rich because it's so thick. It's just really good. Like if you're a coffee drinker and a connoisseur like me, like I have to have my coffee. I drink way too much. I drink like 2 to 3 big travel mugs a day. I know it's ridiculous. I know, but that's my vice. If I can have one, there are much worse vices out there. Let's just be real. And I love this creamer. So I can only find it at Super Target right now, which is a bummer, but whenever I go, I just buy like 4 bottles because I will go through them before they go bad. That is the end of my June favorites. I am so excited. As you are watching this, I am on a plane to Florida for a week, and this is our favorite. This is a girls' trip that we take every year with me and my girls and my mom to see family down in South Florida, and it's like our favorite trip of the year. My girls have been counting down the days for weeks, so we are so excited. We're going to be there. I'm going to have 2 videos up this week. I don't know if I will next week. It just depends on how much I can get done between now and the time we have to leave for the airport. But I know y'all will understand. It's summer. It's crazy. It's hectic. But all that to say, I hope y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always with favorites videos, I like to know what your favorite item was in the month of June. So be sure and share that with me and everyone else down in the comment section below. Thank y'all so much for watching, guys, and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.